Welcome to Session 11. Choosing the right AI testing tool is not about following a vendor checklist. It is about mapping a tool to a measurable problem your team already has. This session covers how to start from a pain point, the categories of tools available, when to build versus buy, how to run a fair 4-week proof of concept, the scorecard that keeps evaluation objective, honest return on investment accounting, and a staged adoption roadmap. You will walk away with a POC plan, a weighted scorecard, and a go or no-go template. A tool selection must begin with a measurable pain point, not with the statement "we need AI." Look for specific signals. Too many hours spent fixing locators every sprint. Regression runs so long that feedback lags behind commits. Requirement reviews that miss ambiguity until it reaches testing. Test data that is hard to provision or contains personal identifiable information. Visual regression with too many false positives drowning real changes. A feature-packed tool that does not improve the primary pain is still a poor choice. Once you know the pain, match it to a solution category. AI agents that generate and maintain standard automation code like Playwright or Appium. Low-code and no-code platforms that run on their own ecosystem. Quality platforms that bundle management, execution, and analytics. Visual validation SDKs and platforms for screenshot testing. IDE copilots and code assistants that speed up authoring. Test impact prediction and failure analytics. Names and prices change fast. Always verify the official documentation, security whitepaper, SLA, data retention, and export capability at evaluation time, not from memory. The build versus buy decision comes down to control versus speed. Code-first approaches give you full audit and deep customization, but require strong skills and the team owns all infrastructure maintenance. Managed platforms start faster and are usually easier for non-coding contributors, but lock-in can be high and customization depends on platform limits. A hybrid is usually the most realistic approach. Deterministic tests stay in the repository. AI assists with authoring and triage. Specialized services handle visual validation or device clouds. A 4-week proof of concept follows a repeatable structure. Week 0 creates a baseline. Select 20 to 30 representative tests and measure creation time, execution time, maintenance cost, flaky rate, investigation overhead, and total cost. Week 1 is a sandbox with fake data and 2 to 3 simple flows to validate integration and security. Week 2 adds representative workload with dynamic UI, negative cases, APIs, parallel execution, and 1 real failure. Week 3 is the most important. Intentionally change the DOM, labels, timing, data, and business behavior. Measure whether the tool detects the change correctly or silently heals over a real bug. Week 4 is the decision. Compare against the baseline to compute total cost of ownership, confirm the exit plan is feasible, and issue a go or no-go recommendation. A scorecard must be weighted before the demo. Score each dimension from 1 to 5. Accuracy and useful coverage. Maintainability and debugging experience. Determinism, audit trail, and version control. CI/CD pipeline fit, browser, device, and API support. Security, privacy, data residency, and retention. Exportability and vendor lock-in risk. Required skills, onboarding time, and accessibility for non-code contributors. Total cost including license, compute, token usage, human review overhead, and migration. And finally, vendor reliability, support quality, and the feasibility of an exit plan. Weights set before the demo prevent the presenter from weighting whichever metric their tool happens to win. The ROI formula has 4 benefit terms and 4 cost terms. Benefit equals authoring hours saved, plus maintenance hours saved, plus the value of faster feedback, plus defects avoided. Cost equals license fees, plus compute and token charges, plus integration effort, plus training, review and governance, and migration. The rule is simple. Never use marketing numbers for an internal business case. Measure on your own workload. Report false positives, false healing, and downtime alongside the wins. A business case built on vendor data always overstates returns. Adoption follows 4 stages. Stage 1 is a small pilot that does not touch a release gate. Stage 2 is controlled adoption with a clear policy, an identified owner, and ongoing monitoring. Stage 3 scales only to use cases with proven ROI. Stage 4 optimizes through regular feedback and scheduled audits. The principle is that risk grows with blast radius. A tool failure during a pilot is a learning opportunity. A tool failure after a big bang rollout is a release failure. Session 11 delivered how to start from a measurable pain point, the 6 categories of AI testing tools, the build versus buy decision with control and lock-in trade-offs, the 4-week proof of concept structure with the critical change test in week 3, the weighted scorecard that prevents demo bias, the honest ROI formula that excludes marketing numbers, and the staged adoption roadmap that gates risk by blast radius. Your deliverables are a 1-page POC plan with hypothesis, baseline, metric, security gate, stop criteria, exit plan, and an approver. Compare at least 2 approaches, a code-first path and a managed platform. Then produce the POC plan, the weighted scorecard, and the go or no-go template. Session 12 brings it all together in the capstone.